Oh, hello and welcome and welcome and hello. I didn't see you guys there. I was just doing some spring cleaning or fall cleaning, as it were, here at my office. Place is a total disaster. Much like the Nio stock has been the last 5 days, surprisingly, the stock hasn't fallen apart. If you actually look at the chart and you don't have your head completely up your ass, you'll see that it fell down to these levels, and it's basically been gapping up and down, but hanging around right here near 6.25. If you put it on a balance beam, it'd be at 6.25 here for the last 4 or 5 days. So really nothing to panic about. Stop loss rate down under 6. And here we sit. Just incredibly bullish news coming out about Nio. I think the lack of more extensive government stimulus in China after they made one pretty big announcement is a huge nothing burger in terms of the long-term trajectory of this company. Big news out of the Middle East, big news in terms of Firefly. We have Nio Day coming up end of December. It's just huge, huge, huge. Now, what I read on CNEV Post, if it's true, is just massive. So let's start off with that. And let me share my screen because you guys don't want to look at my giant head all day. I'll tell you that. And you guys let me know down in the comments. Believe me, Jeff Presley. Pardon me, Jeff. Let me drink some delicious tap water here. Let's see. Clap my dog. Nio and SoFi Mega Bowl. Yeah, you great minds think alike, and you and I are certainly not great minds, but we are thinking alike. So I don't know where to go with that. Roman. Yes, my fellow turds. Let's go, Nio. Eddie Martin is here. Clap my dog. I don't know. The rest of you guys are here, and nobody cares because nobody cares that I'm here and I'm the person talking. We got Mustang Rider, the only important looking executive waspy type gentleman in my audience. The rest of you are just ne'er-do-well pikers, scummers, Walmart greeters, Uber drivers, and that like. But I have a couple of side hustles of my own, so nothing to be ashamed of. Anyway, guys, let's talk Nio. So basically, they're talking about the launch of the third sub-brand or the third brand, Firefly. It's coming December 21st at Nio Day, so it's like 2 months away. Nio rolls everything out ahead of schedule as promised. I guess the car has actually been ready for like months now, but they're just basically sequencing these things out in a way that makes sense. So there's capacity for marketing purposes, factory purposes, all those types of things. So Qin Li Hong, who's actually my godfather, incidentally, co-founder and president of the Chinese electrical vehicle company Nio, announced Nio's partner conference at Firefly sub-brand will be launched at Nio Day 2024 event in Guangzhou on December 21st, according to a report today by local automotive media Chunghang. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but why are there so many of you watching? You guys are complete losers, but you already knew that. Your parents told you that early and often. That's why you turned out this way. Spend all your time on the internet. Never kissed a girl. Right in your late 30s. Guys are weak sauce. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. Firefly's models will be displayed and sold at Nio. This is, okay, listen to this. Somebody pinch me and tell me if this is true. Okay, Firefly's models will be displayed and sold at Nio's showrooms and will share the services and battery swap systems of Nio's main brand, according to the report. And you know it's true, turds, because several auto bloggers shared the same information on Weibo. And you know nothing kicks around on the internet if it's not 100% true and verified. So you can take that right to the bank and deposit it. They'll accept it, but you won't be able to get most of your money for 14 days. Make $100 available right now as a courtesy, but you don't look very trustworthy. Hold the rest of that deposit for 2 weeks or a fortnight, as Abe Lincoln would say. Old honest Abe, give him his money right away, but not you turds. I wouldn't cash a check for you guys if you had 3 forms of identification, left your firstborn with me, signed over the pink slip to your 1987 Ford Fiesta. Not going to happen, guys. I don't loan money to stock picking degenerates. And I wouldn't loan money to myself for that matter. But anyway, so it's been verified by the bloggers, so you know it's true. The Nio Day is the biggest event each year, usually sees the launch of the company's latest products and technologies. So, and you guys, as you guys know, as astute Nio observers, investors, and just students of the economy in the world, I'm a student of acting, Rube. Okay, this is not a woman. I just couldn't sleep watching that. Oh my God, Philip Seymour Hoffman is just such a genius to be able to take a character like Sandy Lyle and just do that much with it. But I don't know, depression, drugs, it's a hell of a thing. But rest in peace, man. That guy had more acting talent in like his left testicle than I'll ever have in my entire body. But I don't know, talented man, as I am not. I wasn't blessed with talent, wasn't blessed with good looks, have a face for radio and a voice for, I don't know, mime, if you will. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome and hello. It's Un Poco Mas. And when I'm not spewing non sequiturs about stocks, I'm crushing you between my fingers because that's a little bit more. We've got the great J Money Not a Lurker here producing the show straight out of New Jersey on the T1 line. Of course, we're not paying him. All his paychecks bounce. We used to write him, so we don't bother giving paychecks anymore. A lot more simple. Saves him time. Doesn't get paid either way. Everybody's happy. Am I right? All right. No, that doesn't work for him. But we're gonna hash it out over a over a Skype call that never happens. We're gonna get those funds out to you via Zelle or Venmo or somehow. I don't know, but we need to get you paid. Top priority here at HQ. Keep it on the TQ. Who else is here? Like I care. Let's see. We got Forrest. Hell, we care. That was kind of coincidental. I scrolled down and I said like I care, and then it said we care like 2 seconds later. Time-lapse car guy Bruno, where have you been all my life? I haven't seen you in your snazzy sports car tiny wing avatar in a hot minute. But guess you've been out doing burnouts, picking up chicks, impressing the ladies down at the drive-through, the drive-in, whatever they have. I don't know what they have anymore. I don't know what you kids do. What do you go, parking on a hill? I don't know, Bruno. Clap my dog, drinking filtered tap water is proven to make you more handsome. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a direct corollary. 3, 2, 1, let's poco. We're already pocoing. We're knee deep in it. We're stuck in the middle with you guys, and it's not pretty. It's like a ass face sandwich with some of you. I can't even look at these avatars. Your faces are tiny, and you're still horrible. There's a face, a mother and maybe somebody else could love. It's the great Jay Gadsby. Lisa SH, what's up, Lisa? How are you? Haven't seen you in a minute. What's up? How are you? Everybody's here. God, there's so many of you here. I don't know why. Kramer, price action. Don't worry about the price action, man. Worry about your personality disorders, your, impotence, your receding hairline, your failed relationships with family and friends. Don't worry about the daily price action. Worry about things you can control. How horrible you are to yourself and others. PSH was great. You see him in the talented Mr. Ripley. Oh yeah, I mean he's great in everything. He's great in everything. Yeah, that was a great character. How's the peeping, Tom? He's like, you're a quick study. Like, you've been here 2 months and now you're telling me down to the Avenue Grande. Like, yeah, it's a great character. I mean, he just plays that sort of aloof, rich kid. I mean, if you saw him in what's that movie with Al Pacino, Scent of a Woman, he played like one of the it's a throwaway character. I mean, he was in the film for, I don't know, 3 minutes, but he, amongst the student kind of gaggle, he stood out as just massively talented. He just jumps off the screen. He's one of those actors that if you're working with him or something, you just like, he'll just dominate, like that energy, that talent. Oh, wish I had that kind of talent without the demons. They're often intertwined, but I'd probably make the trade-off. Fat, boring office dude for hugely successful actor with demons and drug problems. I don't know. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I don't know if that makes any sense. Of course it does not. Let's see. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I was supposed to be talking about Nio, but yeah, let's talk advantages of battery swap. Because we were supposed to be again talking about the stock. 36 million. It's not that crazy volume. About looking to make if we go up just a little bit here next couple of days, going to have a golden cross, which is a 50-day simple moving average crossing over the 200-day simple moving average, as most of you know who have been around the block a time or two. And by the looks of things, you look like you have. Frankly, you look like you've been rode hard and put away wet. Your face looks like an old catcher's mitt. You got more crow's feet than a murder of, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I'm getting too old. My synapses don't fire quite as fast as they used to. What are we talking about? Okay, yeah, Nio short volumes been very, very high. The borrowing is just completely out of control. I mean, it's like you guys going next door for a cup of sugar every night. Like, you're baking cookies again? Let me get you that cup of sugar. There's a supermarket right down the street there, block and a half away. They sell sugar, but yeah, let me grab that for you. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming by. Anything else I can get you? Oh, some vanilla extract. Yeah, I think I have a little left. I think you just brought it back. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Friends like you, as they say. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Cher. Yeah. Call me. Or don't. Anyway, that's a weak bit, guys. The borrow a cup of sugar bit. Just made that one up, and we'll shit can that before it before we end up throwing it around, workshopping it. It's a non-starter. A lot of bits you just don't need to work with. Just shit can them because they're terrible. I think 98% of my ideas would be better off just hey, you don't need to run that one up the flagpole. There's no wind. No wind in that sail. These jokes aren't landing. Coming in for a landing, gear up. It's going to be messy. You're going to be in a lavatory. Ugh. What about a fat guy trying to use the airplane lavatory? It's ridiculous. Okay, we're talking. I hate flying coach. I'd rather hang myself. Anyway, not really. But advantages of battery swap. It's not just the lower initial cost. It's not just the alleviation of range anxiety. It's not just the alleviation of basically depreciation anxiety that you're going to need a new $20,000 battery and you're going to have to shit brick your shiny new shit box before it gets to 10 years old. There's so many advantages. Stabilization of the power grid. Longevity of the batteries. That's why I say basically if you have a fixed battery, like almost every EV in the world, your battery is in prison. It's in a prison of underutilization. It's in a prison of inefficiency. It spends its life in your driveway or your garage having conversations with your washer and dryer about what a wasteful, pretentious asshole you are. That's the conversation your appliances have about you. Think about what your friends say about you behind your back, but you're horrible, most of you. You're under no illusions. You have a few honest people in your life who've just been able to pull you aside and level with you and say, you're horrible. We still love you, but you're horrible. We should make some changes. Your mother and I both do. It's like, oh, thanks, Dad. Good talk. Anyway, the people who know you best, they're able to give you a little bit of honesty sometimes, a little kick in the pants. The more you know, guys, and that's just said with love, but most of you guys are absolutely awful and I hate you. So we're talking advantages of battery swap over a fixed battery. Basically, a fixed battery does nothing but sit in the car. In battery swap, you're able to condition, maintenance, but it's not just that. It acts as a small mega pack. Stabilizes the grid, supplements the grid. You can charge the batteries at off-peak times. It's cheaper. I mean, there is a myriad times a plethora of benefits associated with battery swap. There's very few benefits associated with fixed battery. What, it costs you more? It doesn't last as long. It's inefficient. You charge it wrong. Yeah, there might be some efficiencies with engineering, safety, less cost in terms of not having to build that shell. But if this is true, what we're seeing with Firefly, I mean, that's going to lead to massive economies of scale. They're bringing other partners into the battery swap network. I mean, this is absolutely massive news, absolutely bullish news. They're like, whoa, there's not enough stimulus. Let's sell the stock off 10, 20%. Are you kidding me? Get your checkbook out. You retarders are some of the weakest paper-handed sacks of dump. I mean, Mr. Market just says, sell your shares low. Okay. Don't sell the dip and smell the rip, guys. That's why you guys always lose money. That's why you're so bitter. That's why you spend your time on YouTube. Because you don't have a successful career. You're impulsive. You make poor decisions. You chase. You buy at the highs. You sell at the lows. You panic sell. You've been known to rob a liquor store or two. You make fake license plate for your car down at FedEx Kinko's. And then when you get pulled over, you start screaming at the officer about the right to travel, and you want his name and badge number. Name and badge number. I'm sorry, this is a Burger King. So you guys don't have names and badge numbers? Like, no, we're not police officers. This is a fast food restaurant. I'll take a Whopper. First Amendment audit, guys. I'm always doing a First Amendment audit. Anybody you walk up to, just shove a camera in their face and demand their name and badge number. Doesn't matter what they're doing. Doesn't matter if they're law enforcement. Doesn't matter if they're going to the bathroom. It's your right as an American. Just break into their house, dive through the window, do what you have to do. But if it's a First Amendment audit, you're well within your rights. If anybody questions you, file a formal complaint. Oh, I've got a complaint. This show sucks. And I'm not feeling very well. I'm getting old. I don't know. Just, don't have any specific complaints, just an overall sort of melancholy. Like, you just don't care about stuff, Like, oh, my stocks went up, my stocks went down. Oh, my God. Oh, yay. It's like the emotional roller coaster is like barely a speed bump anymore. The highs and the lows kind of feel the same. So there's no melody. Don't get old, kids. And if I haven't mentioned it, I hate you guys with a passion that runs deep. I don't have a lot of passions in my life. I don't love golf. I don't build model ships and stick them in bottles, but I do harbor a deep and enduring hatred for you, my audience. And it keeps me going, drives me toward my goals, but I don't know what those are. I guess to get more shares of these stocks, I don't know. What good will that do me? I don't really know. They'll be in your account. I don't know. It's a bit of an existential thing because unless you sell these things and then do something with it, like enjoy it, like I'm going to buy like a boat or an island or maybe a cheeseburger, more realistically. But anyway, guys, I don't really know where I was going with this whole video. Just they forced me to make these. It's a contractual thing. So, yeah, basically got to fill the time. Don't want them to call me Dead Air Dan, if you know what I mean, you weak turds. Thanks, Lisa. I know you hate me. I know you do. That's why you keep coming back with your silly safari hat and your good-looking bow there. What do you say? Hey, honey, we're going out, the Lirals. We're going to have like some wine spritzers. Why don't you wear your white linen dress shirt? Just button it down. Show off that salt and pepper chest hair. Make all my friends jealous. Oh, guys, I love to build imaginary lives from your avatars. Yeah, that's what I'm confused about there, Philip Brown. Philip Brown from downtown. His wife locks him in an igloo. Philip. Yeah, that's why I'm totally confused because in June they're distinctly saying it's another network, and if they can do this on the same network on the same architecture, it's a huge deal because the capex of building out that other swap network is just a kick in both nuts, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. So what's going on, Bobby Joe? How's my favorite two first name viewer? Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe. I find people with two first names are more affable. Probably more likely to offer you a casserole if you come to their home. Hey, it's Bobby Joe. I just made a casserole. Like, I know you did. I know you did. Is the other swap network for the joint bit? So Notary S, so far there's only one swap network. Now there's Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, and Gen 4. Know what I'm saying? Saying. So basically the Envo only works with the Gen 4 and retrofitted Gen 3 power swap station. Doesn't work at all with Gen 1, Gen 2. So you're SOL in that regard. But this is why I'm confused. This is the purpose of my video, just to sow doubt and confusion and muddy the waters and stir the pot. Is it that if they're saying now, basically they're saying it's the same network, that means they can just go full speed ahead Gen 4. Maybe Gen 5 will be compatible with Firefly. They can make a lower capacity pack, a thinner pack, a pack with without the different chemistries, which are cheaper. Obviously, it's a smaller pack. So many questions, guys. As usual, I pose more questions and I offer no answers. It's the beauty of this channel. You come here for information, you just leave scratching your head. Or your ass, as the case may be. We can't all get along, not a lurker. I'm not Rodney King. I wouldn't be able to take that beating. Jesus. That's horrible. Most of you are probably too young to remember the Rodney King thing. That was back before the internet. That was like, they actually filmed the thing with a camcorder. That was like the start of the whole thing. That was the spawn of all the like First Amendment audit guys. So that wasn't back in the day. Yes, group of LAPD, like Rampart Division, for their name and badge number. They split your head open. This was a different time in law enforcement around Los Angeles. You had to be very, very careful. Let's put it that way, because you're probably just as likely to get killed by a cop around as you were a criminal. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Of course, I wasn't involved in the major narcotics trade, so I had nothing to worry about, as I was a small child growing up in a rural area. But I did see the movie Colors. I've watched various television dramatic shows over the years, which I think qualifies me to intelligently comment on the topic at hand. Of course, no one brought up the topic, so it wasn't at hand until I started talking about it. But anyway, guys, I'm so tired. I haven't had enough coffee. My back hurts. Nio's pushing back up to even, trying to go green. $6.29, 37 million shares traded on the day, incidentally. Fun fact, 37 million shares traded on the day. You guys want to look at the chart? Will that do anything for you? This chart's just stupid. I mean, look at there's so many gaps in the chart because it's just the push and pull, the interplay between the Hang Seng and the U.S. exchange. For days and days, it would run up on the Hang Seng because there's, buying pressure in Asia where they can't short the stock, can't borrow against the stock, and then it would gap back down or gap up in the U.S., then gap back down the Hang Seng. And you just see that over and over again. And plus, I just like saying Hang Seng. I don't own Intelia. I own CRISPR. I own a bunch of them. I might own a little Intelia. I used to own all of them at one point, but I got impatient and fat, and the rest is history. No way. I love it when Danny really rips into the audience. He gets fire sometimes, really shreds anyone who dares to tune into this. Bro, why would you even tune in, Jay Gatsby? It's your fault for watching. If you're watching this show, your life has gone awry to a degree that I simply cannot help you. You need Dr. Phil. Do you know that your bullet indicates 16 of the 20 markers of a serial killer? We're here for the free t-shirt. Oh, no. God. I hate that old water buffalo. I mean, he just giving people fake, psychology advice on TV. It's a bad idea. It fucks with people. Like, and it's all telling you how horrible you are. You got to drop that zero and get yourself a hero. Great advice. Sage advice. That's really helpful. You had a bunch of yentas at home, you know, oh, Dr. Phil's right. I'm going to get rid of my husband. He's just been working hard for 50 years. Oh, God, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, everyone tell Danny, don't recommend me to anyone, guys. This show's a train wreck. I'm not even talking about anything I'm supposed to be talking about. I'm probably not even going to get paid for this. And little Danny's got to eat. I just had triplets. The woke mob says men can give birth. And little Pepe and Pedro, oh, they're beautiful. What's up, Nader Garashi? Let's see. Oh, I'm a legend. I'm a legend in my own mind. Yeah, not really. Anyway, guys, let's see. Anything going on? That's all I've got. This thing was doomed from the start. Let's see. 628, 37 million. Volume actually looks good. Not too high, not too low. The pricing has actually stabilized between Hong Kong and America. So it closed, I think, 48.55, whatever the fuck the money is called in Hong Kong. I can't remember. And so that equates to, I think, $6. When I did the math, I did a little napkin math. I think it was 624, 625 US. So it's right there. So at least it's not making all these silly gaps like it has been, and the trading is kind of stabilized, because I think the US bears have got a hold of that index. But this stock just does not want to go under 6. There's so much bullish news. I haven't even got this Middle East deal is massive. I mean, I don't know. That didn't get one bite in the press. You have the CEO of a relatively small company sitting down with the presidents of 2 countries, signing an agreement to go into these big new markets, and crickets, just absolute crickets. I don't know. I don't know who's shorting it. I don't know who controls the media. I don't know who controls mediums like Twitter. And again, I'm a Tesla investor, but you know, that's big news. That's big automotive news. Of course, it was like on CNEV Post and a few other blogs and things like that. I mean, I had to track it down in Weibo. I, of course, speak Cantonese, and but I'm sure most of you don't. What's the other one? I was going to say I speak the other one, but I couldn't even remember the name of it. What is it? Cantonese and Mandarin, like the orange or the chicken. I was going to claim to speak Mandarin and do some bit about that, but I'm so old and my brain doesn't work so good, I couldn't even remember the word. So there you have it. That pretty much sums up the tenor of this broadcast. Yeah, the MENA deal is huge. I mean, William Lee's sitting up there like a head of state. He's like an arm of the Chinese government, like a trade envoy. He's advancing Chinese technology and business interests around the world. He's sitting there with the presidents of Egypt and what was it? Abu Dhabi? I just like saying Abu Dhabi. It's fun. I wish I was Polish. I would say, hey, you been to Abu Dhabi? Or I don't know. I wish I was Wisconsin. I wish I liked polka. I wish I was pale. I wish I had a mustache like Andy Reid. Oh, if wishes and nuts were candy and butts, as they say, as the kids say. That old nursery rhyme from the hills. Oh, charts. Who needs charts, Jeff Presley? Here's a chart for you. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. No, the chart still looks really good. We cleared any short-term garbage, stabilized, actually going to make some higher highs here going forward. Sorry, my brain was buffering. It's running a bit of an older processor, short on RAM, and the fan's broken, so it overheats. But, you know, just kick the tires, push start it, and it might get you where you need to go. Anyway, guys, I don't have any energy to blabber on any longer. It's completely pointless. And, yeah, Robotaxi could pull us down. That's true, Nader. I think I think Nio is extremely smart not to go after that robo-taxi market. Xpeng is, they said, we're going to hire people. We're going to spend a ton of money going after the robo-taxi market. Nio, you're chasing 20, 30, 40 other companies doing that. Certain companies I was reading in China are on like their 10th generation of robo-taxi. They're already too far behind. It's like Nio owns the swap market. Go after that. That's your USP. That's your first mover advantage. You're crushing CATL right in the ball sack. Aim low, as they say. If you're the little guy in a street fight, aim low. Don't fight fair. Speed bag it. I don't know why this so much bathroom humor and testicle talk on this show. It's real lowbrow. Real lowbrow. Yeah, we're right in the gutter. Anyway, yeah, most of you have left. That's my prerequisite 30 minutes, so I can get the hell out of here. Let's see. Yeah, no, definitely forget to sub and like. Definitely forget to sub and like. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's about it, guys. All of you idiots who have my phone number texting me this and that, and it's all just as stupid as what you're saying here in the live chat. So there's really no need to prattle on any longer. And you'll have two format. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Clap My Dog. The news today said it's all going to be one format. So I don't know what's going on. When I figure it out, I'll report back to you. But for now, guys, stock is basically even, 627, 38 million shares traded. Really nothing to report. It's just algo is locked on tight. And, let's get you a look at the live short interest just for fun. It says they're returning shares, but it's leveled off. It's exact same thing they did yesterday. And notice what happened. After hours, they borrowed a bunch back. So still a ton of shares on loan. 373 million as opposed to only 170 million sold short. So almost 2.5 times shares on loan versus shares sold short. So they have a lot of runway there, and the cost to borrow is not too high, but utilization is at 94%. So you're playing with fire, shorts. You're playing with fire. Anyway, it's Unpoco Moss. It's Danny Deals. It's the Nio Stock. Want to thank the great producer out in Jersey. J Money Not a Lurker. Want to thank the great moderator Alberto Berti Aviles if he bothered to show up today. Want to thank Jay Gadsby for bringing his impressive beard and acumen to the table in our chat. The rest of you, I don't want to thank you because, frankly, you contributed nothing, and your comments were stupid, and your faces are ugly in your avatars, and basically all you did was annoy me and put me in an even more terse, sour mood than I was when I began this broadcast, and I was already a bit of an cranky Karen, so you guys have accomplished what I thought was impossible, which is making me just a little more sour and terse. Congratulations. Have a swell day.